Okay, beautiful people. This is CJ. Anyway, in our last tutorial, we learned how to create a package in a class, and we understood what a package was. We said that packages were a means of managing our projects. Cool. We created a package called com.argo and com.prototype. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, I told you that I'll be explaining what classes were. So, what is a class? Cool. Um, from the books, they say that a class is a template for building objects. So, if a class is a template for building objects, then that means we can say that if you want to build a furniture, like okay, if let's say if you want to build a car, we'll have to first have a template of a car. What is a car? A car is going to have an engine. A car is going to have wheels and tires. It's going to have windscreen. So those things are the primary setups of a car. Anything in addition, like radio, Wi-Fi, whatever, blah blah connection, OS implementation in the car, blah blah. Look, that it don't matter. The whole thing is that the car is meant for moving. So if company A wants to create a car, the company must first understand the operations of a car. So Bugatti will create their car, maybe they'll add whatever they want to add to their car, but at the end of the day, they want to have the basic stuff. Okay, so from the single class of a car, different objects of cars can was created, and we can reference them through the class. That class can also be extended. For instance, um, maybe we create a class of a car, and it's going to have um, wheels, tires, um, windscreen, and blah blah. But we want to create a different template of a car, so we can say, okay, fine, this particular car, this particular template of a car, let's extend and add some features to it. Okay, so it is taking properties from the main class, okay, of cars, and different attributes are being added, okay, in order to make it like a little bit special. But nevertheless, it doesn't change. It's the same for fishes. Okay, we have a whale fish and we have tilapia fish. It doesn't mean that they don't swim in water. They all swim in water. They have the properties of a fish, which is wagging tail. Um, Now, fish attributes, okay, water stuff, okay. They all swim in water, okay. So that's what classes are like, okay. And Java was created to represent real world stuff, okay, real world, like what you see outside. Use the computer to do, because like we shall be able to understand the computer's outputs if and only if we understand the real world outputs. For instance, let's say you are making a list of items. Okay, you are making a list to the market. You list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Okay, now the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things you've added, some can change. You can delete one. Okay, so you can delete. So in Java, you can delete something from a list. It can add up. Okay, you can rename something based on the column. Okay, let's say, okay, column 3, um I don't want it to be egg, I want it to be potato. So you cancel the egg, put potato there. I don't want it to be cassava, I want it to be yam. Okay, as maybe index 4 or so. Then you change it that way. So Java is more like class object class object class object class object. Okay, and you shall better understand this when we go into details, when we start the real stuff. Okay, anyway. Let's go on. Double click the Argo class and it shall be open here. Today we are explaining what the class is. What I said was just by the way, anyway. And we shall move our services by holding the services from the top and shifting it to the right or the angle you want it to be or direction you want it to be, or position. And we want it to take this square, this square, I think square or rectangle. You leave it. Cool. Then over here, our space is being consumed by this output, so we can minimize it. Cool. Cool. Now we have a beautiful NetBeans interface. Now let's start. Let me check my time. Okay. Um, let's do this. Java applications are represented by classes. Java applications are represented by classes, okay? And inside our project, okay, this class can be referenced through this package. Okay, cool. So this is what it means. This means that when you delete this package, there's going to be an error here because this is going to be just a flying package with a flying class with no package. Okay, so this package is very important. Okay, now let's say you make a mistake and you delete it, maybe a new program, you delete it. One way for you to fix this problem is to just first you put your mouse here and you read what the written incorrect package. Alt enter shows hints, and when you click on the icon now they say that move class to a correct folder. When you click on it, this is not important. But the second one is change package declaration to Argo, right? So now you can see that when we click on the second stuff, com.argo has been what has been put back and there's no error. Anyway, what is meant by error? How do we see an error in our code when we've written one? You see, when you check in this interface, the main interface, okay, this thing over here talks about error. Whenever it turns red, it means there's an error in our source code. Okay, so whenever we see this red stuff, it means there's an error. Mind you can change into I think orange. Orange, it means it's fair, there's no error, but it can still solve some issues over there. Cool. You can correct the errors by mainly most of the times just see the bulb over here, just click the bulb and you find the fixes over here and you fix them. Okay, cool. This stuff are more like commented stuff. You shall learn about commenting, so I'll not. Okay, let me uncomment this ones and leave this ones for the future. Okay, I think you've understood this, how to create a class in this tutorial series. In this episode, you've understood how to create a class in Java, and this is it. Okay, so let's continue next time. Bye.